Me neither.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Lions going up against the Browns. And with that,
ooh, that'd be cool if I could get a if I can get a kick return. Oh, this he did the kick return, so I couldn't do the touchback. He put in that awkward, like 7-yard area where you're not sure it's gonna cross into the end zone. Oh, he's going wide. Ooh. Fogged it up.
He is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go
Cover
as a
four.
loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from.
Oh, you did?
And it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Well, if he came on cover 4 in the first play, it has to be the same damn thing if I'm 4 yards deep.
Second down. Here's Goff. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And this is Michael Floyd complete.
What play was that? That was an accident? Oh shit, that was an accident. I totally misread that play.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great
I audibled to something and I thought it was gonna be a post in, and it was the opposite. So I'm lucky that it was. I'm lucky it was man.
On the break, from inside to outside, he threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff to Crowell. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this
Juju on
game.
that beat.
Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love
scared of
the
them.
running game. Guys want to do that.
Wait, there was bad guys in the box? I'm confused.
That gives you an opportunity during the game.
Goff on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's covering the
Give him a
flats.
couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Lions defense.
I need my tight end to get a touchdown. Get that speedy guy into the end. The Chargers are 0-3 already, dude. Wow.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
The Thunders.
Now Goff. Over the middle, It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It fits the exact
Oh, there's damages on those weapons?
There's almost always traffic, so
I thought it was kind of just a standard, every bullet is the same damage.
you're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's
Oh.
almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I'm tempted to run that triple option right now that I never am successful with. God damn it, dude.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
What?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And on the ground they go with a running back.
Oh.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child.
In a heavy formation? What kind of hell?
You can use him anywhere in your
What you gonna do in the heavy formation?
He's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game. Plays with passion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And here's the starting crew defensively.
Well, so far he's been nothing but run heavy. His first 2 plays were...
Linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
Stafford.
Wow, what a dime. That was a nice dime. What?
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, we're worried about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Well, this is a big stop, so...
As the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Offense trying to avoid
Got exactly where I want to. Let's just be patient. Ooh, please tell me it's a screen. Oh, it was not a screen.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Wow.
Go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 9.
4th and 1, bro. I would go for it if I were you.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run with Abdullah. He only needed a yard, but
Got the stop on the 4th and 1.
and this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set
That was
to
cool.
go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Damn, he busted through the line.
15 yards and the sticks move.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on
That
that one.
one.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the penalty, it's called out. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
A 1-yard gain can look like a
What is he
disaster,
saying?
but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Stupid.
Play fake, and it's gone. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, gone.
Oh, mama.
Intercepted.
That was not
It's
good.
the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in
I feel
their own
ashamed with that
territory.
play calling.
But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
Oh, 7-0.
Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to
Yeah.
trust in his defense.
But I threw an interception, that's what I'm saying.
I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Let's see what his offense
What's up, Bill?
can do. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
No, I don't want to know.
2nd and 10, Stanford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's
to see
over,
the
over?
next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it.
No, don't do this to me right now.
Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Stanford trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring this one
That was a
back
nice
to
user
the
pick.
29. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you really start the next drive, or do we just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Oh, damn this mother.
Let me take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Ooh,
Too cautious.
he angry.
Now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
What's up?
Not ideal spot to be on.
What did you say?
I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to
I can't deal with you right now.
stay with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup.
You a mess, girl.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. shift together here from the D-line.
Damn this mother.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 2.
Ooh!
Big tight end. And this one
damn.
with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Goff now, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
His 6th touchdown of the season, though.
Ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field, but they found a gap and they exploited it.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and
what the hell?
Opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Really, dude?
Pops out, incomplete. Offense still needing 10
You know,
yards.
I'm just jumping on those screens.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you
It's
got
a
to be
damn
really
shame.
careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This guy's nickel and diming me. You know how I feel about nickel and dimes, dude.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove. Nowhere to
Oh,
go here. He lost the
fuck.
football. Look at the big man rumble.
He got a fumble 6 on me.
The end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually.
Oh, you
give
guys got 4
kudos to
people?
the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it.
Who's the
dialed
4th guy?
things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Who
And
the
now
fuck
Cleveland
is
geared
this
up to
guy?
take the field. They begin with a run by Crowell. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3 yards left to grab here on third down.
You got...
Goff on third down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. Coleman has it here right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And Detroit getting set to go.
Hey, Jared.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter,
Jared.
Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
You graduated with me, right? You didn't move until you got after you graduated, right? So question. You going to the reunion though?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last.
Oh, this matter.
He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly.
You haven't even heard when it falls, dude. You haven't even heard when it falls yet.
Second and 10, Stafford again.
Yes, it's stupid.
Ticks left here on the clock.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've
I know people are traveling. Well, I would assume most people travel for Thanksgiving, but whatever.
Quick incompletion. This is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. And they will not get a chance
She
to
sounds
return
familiar.
this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Absolutely not.
The ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Shit.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, hell no. Not again. Not again.
Gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carlos Dunlap able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Ooh. Howell. Howell.
And take it right at the 35.
Oh, I wanted the Duke show. I wanted the Duke show.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him
Ooh, don't hurt him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
In my book, that's running.
Not interested.
Well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They come out here in the eye. A 1st down carry now for Crowell.
Is that a hold?
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
What the hell?
That's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU, was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Oh, Floyd, why?
Soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart.
I'll work out.
Everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Ooh.
And he fires one that's
Too easy.
A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
No way.
They're going to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
To throw is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Damn it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Get that mother, dude. Come on now.
Smart decision here. This close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one got tipped.
That should have been a pick.
Everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this this case, no one came up with it.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Play action. Stafford looking for someone to throw to. Wright's got it. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going.
I got a nickel and dime in hold.
The drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal.
Nice play. Fuck.
Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
You were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there. First down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A screen complete to Crowell.
What the fuck, dude?
Down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Time running out here on the play clock. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come up in an offset high. They give to the fullback on the dive. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. defense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. This is Crowell. And he pushes way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 5.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And Detroit getting set now. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.